Hello, welcome to Plymouth and welcome to rounds 5 and 6 of the Honda Formula 4 Stroke 150 Powerboat Championship. And just as we predicted right at the start, it's been a completely unpredictable season so far. Some of the boats with the best form are lying in 5th and 8th place, and some of the old nags from last year are right at the front. What's going on? Here's Ben Edwards.
I'm not sure I'd be brave enough to call Peter Kingsbury an old nag.
Now, you were complaining a little bit about the boat, the speed of the boat, I think, last time out. Have you managed to rectify any of that?
No.
So it's still slow?
It's possibly still slow, yes, but we were hoping it would be a bit rougher down here today, but it looks absolutely dead calm, so I think we'll struggle to get to the first mark first, but I think it'll be interesting to see when we take our pit and see if we can make up some ground there.
They've had some third places this year, 3 of them in fact, already, and they want to try and improve on that if at all possible. And Delmar Flooring very much in front. We're back on board. Claygate, Nick Clemson and Paul Trosmith. Good look around, see who's there with them. They're taking a very tight line into the mark, almost touching it, and through and they make contact there. A glancing blow with Extreme Chaos. Extreme Chaos gets pushed out wide. Thankfully, there wasn't a boat right next to her, and so they all got away with that. And look, a change of line there for Alsford Timber. Peter Kingsbury is going out in a different direction to Delmar Flooring, who leads. Alsford was running in 2nd place. Delmar now realises that they have got it wrong, and Peter Kingsbury and Dominic Anderson are therefore in the lead of this race now. And Tony Crossley on board Delmar Flooring has to take a very wide line coming through there because he's come from such a different angle. And Games, I wonder what Julia and James make of it.
And Delmar went wrong and they followed like sheep, didn't they, the rest of the pack?
Sheep syndrome kicked in. Navigators sort of following the boat in front rather than their actual GPS. And Don, who I think is Pete Kingsbury's navigator, absolutely bang on the mark, and he's now in the lead on the first lap. Great piece of navigating.
Alsford Timber, though, still our race leader. Delmar still in 2nd place. Tony Crossley at the wheel. Then Claygate now into 3rd place, ahead of xpole, and Extreme Chaos still running well in 5th position. But Peter Kingsbury hoping he can maintain that advantage that he has over Delmar, as Claygate here in 3rd place. Their task is to chase after Delmar Flooring. So Alsford Timber still leads from Delmar Flooring. xpole is now up into 3rd place again because those guys on board Claygate have done their pit lap already. Now on board Delmar, running in 2nd place, and look how much closer she is to the race leader, Alsford Timber. Not much to choose between these 2 boats here, and Peter Kingsbury, the experienced Peter Kingsbury, doing his utmost to stay in front, but I don't think it's going to be too easy. This boat has tremendous speed, and just look at the way it's closing up the gap and already drawing alongside. Peter Kingsbury's flat out, so is Tony Crossley. The difference is in boat speed. Both boats you can watch are similarly in the water. Not too much difference in terms of the way the boats are trimmed. It looks as though Delmar Flooring just has a little bit more straight line speed advantage, and they're making the most of that. Delmar just going ahead of Alsford Timber to take the lead of this race. Well, Delmar have yet to win a race this year. They did lead in Largs, but they had mechanical problems, and that dropped them all the way down to 11th place. They've got a real opportunity here to try not only to take the lead at this stage, which they have just about done, but to hold on to it and take their first win of the season. Alsford Timber having to settle into their wake now in 2nd place. Alsford Timber had a win at Largs. They inherited after Delmar had those problems, and now Delmar out in front, out for revenge. They're going off on their pit lap now. Hand up signifies that. And in fact, behind them, Alsford Timber also going off on their pit lap. Both boats have left it relatively late in the race, but where will they rejoin with regard to Claygate, who took their pit lap a fraction earlier on, if you remember? And it could be interesting to see where Delmar comes back in. It's going to be tight between the 2 of them. They'll be watching out to see where is Claygate. There is Claygate.
Yeah, you got him, Nick. I think they might have just got us.
The navigators keeping an eye on the rifle boat. And it looks as though Delmar have got the advantage. So it's worked well for them. But Claygate has taken 2nd. They've got ahead of Alsford Timber. Alsford Timber was not able to come back from their pit lap ahead of that Claygate boat, and look at Tony Crossley getting into quite a wobble there, but he still leads the race. He's in great shape and he's coming through to take his first win of the season. A great effort from Delmar Flooring. Claygate finish in second place, beat their big championship rivals, Offshore Timber. And as they've already worked out, they will now lead the point standings. But it's the first ever win for Tony Crossley on board Delmar Flooring. An absolutely superb race from that crew.
Tell Mark, congratulations, your first.
Yeah, very good indeed. What can I say? Excellent result.
Chuffed.
And bits, yeah, chuffed a bits, yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Tony not exactly overwhelmed, but what about Claygate? They finished second despite this crash early in the race.
It was just very tight around that first mark, and there were sort of knocks all over the place.